Hey guys, happy August. I'm here in my studio and I wanted to show everyone what I've been doing this summer. I realized that it's been a long time since I've made an update video of any kind, and that's largely in part because this summer has just been so busy, and it also feels like it flew by very quickly. And I went out to Santa Cruz in the middle of July and pet sat for my brother for about a week. And that was really nice because it was in the 70s out there and it was beautiful, and I had a friend come with me who had never been to Santa Cruz. So it was a blast. And then I get back and I've been doing pet sitting for my parents. Gonna be sitting for them here in September. So I'm going to be doing about a week, maybe a week and a half of sitting. So it's been busy. I've been doing some pet sitting and it's been hot. Mostly it's been super hot here in Colorado. I actually woke up last night and it smelled like fire smoke, which was not good. I had to close the couple windows I had open, and it just was not fun at all. But anyways, just wanted to show everyone some projects that I've got finished. Most notably, I finished well, I shouldn't say finished, I'm about 85 to 90% finished with this medallion by Chrysalis Studios. Her name is Raven Maddock, and the sculpt's name, it will show it backward on here, but it's Eternal, and then it has Raven's signature right there. And honestly, I started this girl, I want to say I started this girl in late winter of 2024, and right away I knew that this mane was gonna be the death of me. Like, it's so detailed. Let's see if the camera can actually pick up on that. There's a lot of detail in there, and this is all hand sculpted. And she's beautiful. She's supposed to be kind of a, I guess she is a fantasy horse because she has the scales here on there, and then she has this horn on her forehead. But anyway, so I started with the mane first, and I worked my way through the mane. And at first I was just kind of going along with purples and turquoises, blues, greens, what have you. And then when I was pretty happy with the way the mane was looking, I was like, well, what do I do for her neck, or what's visible of it, and her face and ear? And I had a friend suggest why not some oranges, and I thought, well, that could be cool. So I did some acrylic washes with some acrylic paint that has kind of a pearlescent sheen to it, and I did some washes of reds and oranges and golds, so it wouldn't be one-dimensional, because when I was creating her, I really did not want her to be one-dimensional. I wanted her, so if you take her out in the sun and you turn her in the sun, she actually picks up a lot of different colors from the light. So I really wanted her to be eye-catching. And I just basically completed her, and I say basically because I still gotta clean up the back here. I completed her in, what was this, late July, and very, very happy with her. She was a real test in patience for me as to, just slowly working with details. And there were times where, so I slouch when I'm painting because I'll have myself like bent over just working, diligently, and before you know it, oh my gosh, my shoulders are, kind of crunched in. And there's been more than a few times where I come out of this basement in my little studio and just kind of, I'm like, I'm sore, I'm hungry, and I'm tired. And I remember the day I was really pressing to finish her, I was just like, I just want to be in the zone. I just want to be painting her. I just want to get her as close to being finished as I can. So there's another look at her. Again, this is Eternal by Chrysalis Studios, or Raven Maddock. And other than that, I don't really have a whole lot of completed projects. I decided that I was going to do the horses from that little cartoon that was popular back in the late 80s, 90s, Rainbow Bright. If anyone remembers her her white horse with a rainbow mane and tail, that was Starlight. And there was a couple other horses. There was the horse that was all purple with the lightning bolt, and there was the pink horse. And so I've been seeing people kind of do their own. Starlight was the main horse's name, and I was like, that could be really fun to do, especially because they're just, they're cartoon horses. And so I started kind of base coating this girl, and she will be Sunriser, who is the pink horse who debuts in the episode titled A Horse of a Different Color. And I thought, well, you know what? It would be so fun to make my own little, kind of, you would call these decorators. And so, yeah, having fun with her. I'm gonna do a Sky Dancer on this mold because I thought she would look really pretty on this one. I always leave the tails unpainted because it's a good handle. I have tried putting them on lids, but sometimes they're not that stable, and sometimes it does work. Ideally, all 4 feet should be down. That would create kind of a more stable base, but these guys have 1 foot up in the air, so it can make it a little difficult, especially when you're trying to paint under here, which is not fun at all. So yeah, painting those guys. And other than that, I got this hippocampus mare from, her name is Anna Lee. She's one of the newcomers to the hobby, and she sculpted this mare. And then she has her little foal. Oops, as I drop it. Her little foal that is like that. And I am super excited for these guys. I don't know when I'm going to start them. They actually need a lot of prep. There's a few rough spots that will need to be sanded, and they'll need to be, washed with soap and water and then primed. So it's a lot of prep work to be done. Like, he's got a little lump right here, which I'm like, what is that? And I think these guys were 3D printed. So like I said, more prepping than anything else. And then when I get them prepped, I'll be able to prime them and then think about colors. And yeah, honestly, the one other project, I'm not going to get her out right now because she's huge, but I have another medallion that I got, and I'm going to show you one of the coloring pages that. So this girl is Misuki, and she is by, I'm going to butcher this name here, Risha Mokhzar of Tandoori Studios. And she gave me a series of coloring pages to complete because she, her suggestion was, start coloring these and see what kind of color schemes you like and what kind of themes you like, and then when you have a good idea, start painting the actual model. And the actual medallion that I got, that's all packed away right now because she's very fragile, is literally about this big. I did not think that she was going to be this big. That is huge. And I thought she was only going to be about like the size of maybe Eternal, maybe a little bit bigger. Nope, she's big. She's a big medallion. And so it was really nice of her sculpture to include coloring pages to kind of practice themes on and just color ideas and see what all I can combine. And she came with her her certificate, which says, sculpted by Risha Mokhzar. Misuki is a magical sea unicorn who brings good luck to all those who catch a glimpse of her. In her watery realm, her name means water moon in Japanese. She has a mane as intricate as a forest of seaweed, and her tail is covered with lovely, delicate scales. So that's her official certificate. I think that's really cute. So yeah, she's going to be a project that I don't know when I'm going to start her. I've got to concern myself with finishing up pieces like this girl. There's still some things, of course, most notably the back. I got to clean this up, and then, but I want to get my Rainbow Bright trio of horses done, this one and the pink one, and there's a couple other ones I want to do. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to strip the horse that I was starting, that I was base coating for Starlight on, because no matter how many times I've been sanding this paint and painting back over, acrylic paint is going to be a hell of a problem to paint smoothly. I know that sounds, but it's like, you try painting acrylics smoothly and it's just like, nope, doesn't want to work. But anyway, I have a show coming up in September 13th, which I'm very excited about. It's going to be High Country Live, and it's in a place called Calhan, Colorado. It's outside of the Springs, and I'm going to take a few horses down there, and unfortunately there is no medallion class, so I won't get to show this medallion, but hopefully I can have my Rainbow Bright horses done and be able to show them in a decorator / fantasy class. And yesterday, my friend Fabian, who's in the hobby, organized a big swap meet, so a whole bunch of Colorado hobbyists turned out and sold things from their trunks, and I picked up this really, really cute little donkey sculpt. Trying to hold her up here. She's little. She'll need a little bit of prep work, of course. And then I picked up another medallion. And this one is just kind of going to be another kind of fun piece for the winter that I might keep her, might sell her. And she'll be a piece that I can just, paint during the winter. And so yeah, had fun at the swap meet yesterday. It was really fun to see everyone, really fun to catch up, really fun to talk to everyone and see everyone, because this year has been very dry in terms of shows. I was supposed to go out to a show in Utah, and I just ended up not going because it was a lot, and I just was not prepared, and I just was not feeling ready. And but yeah, there really has not been any shows this year, so this show in Calhan I'm excited for. So gonna look at my show string here, and see who all wants to go. And yeah, other than that, not much else going on in the studio other than the handful of projects I've got going. I always have a handful of projects going. But anyways, I hope everyone's summer has been well. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. I hope that everyone's been surviving the heat. I say this because it is a chore. And when you have heat that is in the upper 90s and you wake up in the middle of the night sweaty, and your bed is a little bit damp because of how sweaty you are, yeah. And I don't want to run our air constantly because that electric bill just goes through the roof. But it's been really hot. So like I said, I hope everyone's been doing okay. Hope there's not too much fire smoke where you're at. If there is, I hope you've been surviving it. It's real and it sucks. So love to you all and hugs to you all, and I'll be in touch with another update video as soon as I complete some projects and get some things moving here in my studio. Bye.